What's up, everybody, and welcome to another video. If you are interested in the topics of progress, organization, or positive self-image, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. The topic of this video is planning. Oxford Dictionary defines plan as a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. And what comes to mind when hearing that definition is having a strategy that will help you get to your destination that we call a goal. And if you haven't seen my video on goals, I recommend that you go check that out. So there are many reasons why planning is important. However, I will only go over 3 and I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. The first is it gives you a course of action to take. And this is important because many times we'll have a goal and we won't know how to go about accomplishing it. What having a plan helps with is identifying some of the obstacles that you might face. You might be able to identify relationships that will help you get to your destination, as well as resources. And number 2, it helps with reducing stress. And this doesn't mean that you're not going to be stressed at all. It reduces a lot of the unnecessary stress that you put on yourself when trying to accomplish a goal without a plan. And lastly, number 3, it improves your odds of success. And this doesn't mean that you can't or won't be successful without a plan. However, when you plan, you add organization, you add structure, you add optimism, you add a more clear vision as to how you're going to make something happen. And you, in turn, believe it even more yourself. And when you believe in your own plan as to how you're going to accomplish a goal, it's more likely to happen. Now, for whatever reason, a lot of us, we don't plan. And what comes to mind when I think about individuals who don't plan is something that I always say, which is car manufacturers, they can tell you what they want a car to look like in the next 15, 20 years. They call them concept cars. Governments, they can tell you what laws, legislation, and regulations they're looking to implement over the next 10, 15 years. Movies, video games, they can tell you what movies they're going to come out with in the next 5 years, what video games they're going to come out with in the next 5 years. But then you ask one of your friends or family members, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? And they'll say, I don't know. And that's where the disconnect can be, when an individual feels like something is happening to them over and over and over again, and they don't realize that they're in a cycle. Now, when you're in a cycle, one thing you want to do is figure out how to break it. So that should be your goal, breaking the cycle. Then 2, you want to create a plan that helps you accomplish that goal of breaking the cycle. So you have to look at it from a standpoint of having a goal and then creating a plan to accomplish that goal. There are many fitting quotes for a scenario like this, but I'm gonna mention this one, and that is, we plan to fail when we fail to plan. So to recap, I gave you 3 reasons why planning is important. 1, it gives you a course of action to take. 2, it helps reduce stress when trying to accomplish those goals. And then 3, it helps improve the odds of success. And I'm going to end it with that same quote that I mentioned previously, because I can't emphasize how important and helpful this quote actually is. It's very simple. We plan to fail when we fail to plan. So with that said, I want to thank you for being here, because you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I always appreciate that. If you found any information in this video helpful or useful, please like the video. Also, comment what you feel your favorite thing about this video was. So until next time, peace.